So originally I wasn't going to do this Pikachu Tera raid because I already got it. But then I remembered I didn't actually show myself doing it. Because I think this was like a weekend only event and I completely ran out of time to show it. Since last time I played this game, there was a 7-star raid Pikachu event, and I completely forgot to show myself doing that. And then when I got reminded to do that, I forgot that I had forgotten to do that. See, what had happened was, I did it in my Violet game, and then I got reminded, oh right, both copies, I gotta do it in Scarlet as well. And then I forgot to show myself doing that. So here it is. I got the Pikachu. So now it is back, and I have a chance at redemption. So that is what we're going to do today. We are going to be redeeming ourselves by actually doing the Tera Pikachu this time. Now, I have absolutely no memory on what I used to get the Pikachu before. So instead, this time, we are going to be using Superior here. You know what's funny? When I saw that Superior was a good option to use against this Pikachu, I actually came into this box to pick it out. And then I realized, wait a second, we haven't done Superior yet. So I actually had to create my own. I had to level 100 this on my own. I snatched this one from my living dex. I level 100'd it. And then I gave it a certain couple of movesets. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to do in the game. This is something I've wanted to do for quite a while, and I just never bothered to. I wasn't even sure if I had it in this game, but I know I did. I know I do have it, because I did the stuff. I did the quest for it. I want to change my phone case. I want to change it to the gold one. Because now if we open the map... Oh yeah, look at that nice golden border. Where is the raid here? Okay. So let's see, this Superior of mine, level 100, Grass Tera, these moves, the Contrary ability, that's important, and I need to give it an item. I need to give it... I need to give it the Covet Cloak to prevent it from being paralyzed. And also, one more thing before we start. What I was going to do, because, you know, this Pikachu's not that hard. And honestly, how often do we get a 7-star Tera raid that is super easy to grind? You can grind for them for Herba Mysticas now, which is a great added bonus. I don't need them, but hey, I don't mind having them. I don't mind having more. So what I did in my main game, in my Violet game, was I grinded them for experience candy. Because, you know, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to, you know, constantly be making these level 100s to go against these Mightiest Smart Tera raids. So I grinded in my Violet game until I had maxed out large EXP candies again. And I thought since I had time, and since this is an easy raid, I would do the same here. So I came in to start grinding in this game, and then it turns out that I didn't realize I already did max out large EXP candies in this game. It doesn't say 999 because what I did ahead of time was I gave a whole bunch in my PC to hold them so that I could, you know, reserve them. But I will definitely keep that in mind. The fact that I have maxed out EXP candies in this game, at least for the large variety. So next time I need to grind something up to level 100 for one of these Tera raids, I'll remember to do it in this game. Wait, I didn't... Oops, I didn't mean to challenge alone. It's okay, I think we can solo this pretty easily. Earlier tonight, when I got home, I took a quick little power nap, maybe like 30-minute power nap. I woke up and now my throat feels weird. Okay, that Mudsdale isn't a great idea. Yeah, my throat feels a little off now, so I need to drink more water. I'll also need to cut up some lemon to put into my water later on too. So first thing we want to do a sunny day to get rid of the rain. Oh my god, was that a crit? That was not even a crit. Okay, knock off. Knock off that light ball. Of course you don't miss. Alright, fine. Giga Drain. I don't imagine Giga Drain's gonna do too much. Or rather, heal me too much. Miss, please, miss. Of course you don't! Wow! Of course, when we, the player, use Iron Tail that many times in a row, sure as hell it doesn't land every time. But when a boss does it, of course it lands every time. And you know what? Speaking of Pikachu, so these last 2 days were Pokemon Go Fest 2024, and I did not get any of the shiny Pikachus. The shiny Sun and Moon Crown Pikachus, I did not get a single one shiny. But instead, let me tell you about the shinies I did get. Let's see, yesterday... Let me see, I got my Pokemon Go opened up, age 1. Alright, in terms of shinies I got yesterday, here are what I got. Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Did the first Leaf Storm land? Because, thanks to Contrary, instead of Leaf Storm lowering our special attack, it'll raise it. Anyway, so let's see. Here's the order of which I got these shinies in. I got a shiny Volbeat, Litwick, Rockruff, Volbeat again, Amora, 2 Dinos, 2 Teddiursas, 1 Gligar, Lunatone, Axew, Ducklet, Hoppip, Snivy, Hisuian Sneasel, Gibble, the Scarf Costume Umbreon, and lastly, a shiny Necrozma. That's all the shinies I got yesterday in Go Fest. Today, here is the shinies I got. I got a shiny Ducklet, Binacle, Yungoos, Axew, Snivy, Fomantis, another Ducklet, Spinarak, Sneasel, Lunatone, Golett, and Gligar. So that's all the shinies I got these past 2 days in Pokemon Go Fest. I wanted at least 1 shiny from a raid yesterday. And I got exactly that. I got the shiny Necrozma yesterday, and that's all I got. Matter of fact, that's all I got these past 2 days. I only got 1 shiny from a raid these past 2 days, and that was the one and only Necrozma I got. See, for whatever reason, during Go Fest, when you defeated Necrozma, you catch it in a Beast Ball for some reason. You know, in a way, Necrozma's technically an Ultra Beast, but not really. You know, Necrozma's not really treated as an Ultra Beast, it's treated as a Legendary. Because, you know, Solgaleo and Lunala are also technically Ultra Beasts, but also not really. They're not treated as Ultra Beasts, they're treated as Legendaries. So for some reason, Necrozma was being caught in a Beast Ball. But hey, it's kinda cool. I predict that after Go Fest, Necrozma can never be caught in a Beast Ball again in Pokemon Go. So because of that reason, I really wanted a shiny in a Beast Ball. So I grinded like hell, and I paid more money than I'm proud to admit, and I got the shiny. And thank God I did, because I only got one shiny from any raids these past 2 days. I will be best buddying the shiny Necrozma in a Beast Ball. See, normally I don't really care about Beast Ball. They're cool, sure, but like, in mainline games, I only catch in regular Pokeballs. And speaking of catching in regular Pokeballs, I cannot catch this Pikachu again because I already got it. So we're only grinding. No Herba Mysticas, sadly. So, you know, it's different in Pokemon Go, because in Pokemon Go, your options for Pokeballs is very limited. And something like the Beast Ball, which is very rare to ever happen, especially for Necrozma, you know? Normally, when you finish a raid, you catch it in a Premier Ball. In rare cases, when you defeat an Ultra Beast, like for certain events, they could be caught in a Beast Ball. But Necrozma? In a Beast Ball? That's probably never going to happen again, so I really wanted to get one shiny in a Beast Ball, and I did. Aside from the one and only shiny Necrozma I got, the other Necrozmas, like the best other ones I got 2 96 IVs for Necrozmas, and yeah, in terms of Necrozmas, that's all I got, in terms of good ones. Oh, I mean, I did get a couple of catch cards, too. I got, I think, two Necrozmas with a catch card, and I got a Xurkitree with one. Now, the reason I put so much emphasis on that Rockruff I caught earlier, or rather I mentioned I caught, when I mentioned earlier that I had caught a shiny Rockruff, the reason I put so much emphasis on that one is because this Rockruff in particular, I guess you could say, has the own tempo ability, because this Rockruff is able to evolve into the Dusk form Lycanroc, and I got that shiny. I will also be best buddying it, and of course evolving it. I only got the one Rockruff, the one shiny Rockruff, I should say, the entire event. Sad. I tried for a second one, but I didn't get it. So, hey, I'm very happy with that. I technically got all I wanted out of Go Fest in a way. You know, this Go Fest was very just like, eh. It was raid focused. I said I wanted at least one shiny from the raid. I got that. I wanted a shiny Necrozma in a Beast Ball. I got that. I got an Own Tempo shiny Rockruff in Pokemon Go, which can evolve into the Dusk form, so I'm happy about that. And I also got a whole bunch of other shinies that I've wanted for a long time, too. I wanted for a very long time a shiny Ducklet in Pokemon Go. For so long, I encountered so many Ducklets in hopes it would be shiny, simply because I didn't have one yet. So I wanted a shiny. And then I come to learn the shiny wasn't even available yet. So all that wasted time trying to find a shiny Ducklet in Pokemon Go, and it turns out the shiny wasn't even available. So you bet your sweet Bippy the moment Ducklet became available in Shiny, I wanted it. And not only that, I think I got like 3 shiny... Yeah, I got 3 shiny Ducklets. I don't really care about Ducklet. It's just because I didn't have a shiny Ducklet yet in the game, so I wanted it. And it turns out it wasn't even available shiny yet. So that's why I wanted one. I also got a shiny Fomantis, which I wanted for a while, simply because it's available shiny and I don't have it yet. Oh, that's a Jazz's sweet syrup. I almost thought that's a Jizz. Okay, let's see. Is this fellow superior going to use Rain Dance? Because if... Not Rain Dance. Sunny Day? Because if so, I'll use Knockoff. Come on, what you gonna use? What you gonna use? Yes, you use Sunny Day. I'll use Knockoff. How did the Meowscarada get taken out? Well, aside from that, I also finally hatched a Charcadet in my game. And I don't think there's too much else for me to talk about regarding GoFest. Oh, I need a Giga Drain, I'm almost dead. Of course, Iron Tail does not miss. Pikachu the Unrivaled, absolutely. I didn't get no hundos, no 0 IVs, just a whole bunch of shinies. Oh, I could have sworn it was ready. I guess not. Well, I did steal some of my Tera, I guess. It's a glass cannon? What is? Which one is a glass cannon? Oh, unless you mean Meowscarada. Uh-huh, Meowscarada, yeah. I don't know, I've used Meowscarada quite a lot. Doesn't always seem like Glass Canyon to me, but then again, what do I know about battling? Darn it, of course Leaf Storm had to miss. And of course Iron Tail had to land. Ooh, thanks for the heal though. Oh, come on! See, I would love to put like a wide lens on this thing. But, you know, we need that Covet Cloak. But preferably, we would need it. You know what I thought of? In terms of, like, what the next gimmick could be in Pokemon? We've had Mega Evolutions, we've had Pokemon grow big, and now we have, you can change your typing to whatever. Like, what could possibly be the next gimmick? Well, I kind of had in mind, like, could the next gimmick be you can hold 2 items? Imagine what that would do for competitive. 2 items at once. You can hold a Mega Stone, and then you can hold whatever else. Assuming Megas come back after ZA. Or you could do what I just suggested, holding a Covet Cloak, and then even a wide lens. Imagine that. Imagine 2 items would be the next gimmick. It wouldn't be the coolest gimmick ever. It would primarily cause havoc upon the competitive scene, but like, still, that'd be interesting. Oh, Mega Stone and Choice Band. Oh, what a combo. Well, still no Urban Mysticas, that's okay. How am I doing on my candies? Okay, we still got room. Yeah, sure. If you want, you can join a raid. Let me see where the next one is. Aha. That's not it. That's a fire logo. Did you play Pokemon Go Fest this weekend? Man, let me tell you. It was hot outside, so going outside was pain to raid. Man, I paid over $20 for the stupid ticket. So aside from getting a whole bunch of shinies, the other thing I really wanted to do is get my money's worth and raid as much as I could. And I did. Man, I even told myself earlier today too, like, no more spending money. You're done raiding. No more using remote raid passes. No more using premium raid passes. You're done spending money on this free-to-play game. No more. But then, okay, I will invite. You will knock off turn 1? Sure. There's the code. But then, you know, people just kept on raiding, and I'm like, I'm standing right next to it. This could be my only chance to get another shiny Necrozma in a Beast Ball. Right? Like, I have one, and I'm pretty happy with it, but, like, I could get another. I imagine this is going to be very rare in the future. And, hey, what if I got a shiny in a Beast Ball with a catch card? Right? So, against better judgment, I spent more money, I bought more raid passes, and I didn't use them. Here's why. It turns out, while walking and thinking, should I spend more money to buy more passes? I was just far enough from the gym so that I wasn't able to use premium raid passes. I was just far enough to where I tapped, but I thought I was close enough. I was just far enough to where I accidentally purchased remote raid passes instead of premium, and I'm just, oh, forget this, I'm not raiding anymore. I am not using, oops, that's right, sunny day. I am not using a remote raid pass for a gym I am literally standing in front of. I take like 3 steps in front of me, and I can use a premium one, which I did not buy, and I am not spending more money to buy it. I'm like, nope, I'm done. I'm done. I will save these 3 remote raid passes for something else in the future. I am not raiding anymore. And right there, I finished. I was like, nope, I'm done. I accidentally bought remote raid passes instead of premium, and I'm like, nah. I'm done. I'm not raiding anymore. I'm done. I spent more money against my better judgment. You know, the moment I spent more money, I had the post-nut clarity, the buyer's remorse afterwards. Like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have spent that extra $7 for those Pokecoins to get the raid passes. Like, no, I'm done. I'm done. I spent too much money already. I'm sitting on like 150 premium back when they were in bundles with like 20 each and cheaper. Wow. Use them wisely, is all I gotta say. You know what's sad though? I really believe greed is not behind Niantic's intent with the destruction of the remote raid passes. Because come on, they're business people. They're not stupid. They realize, like, okay, if we want more money, all we simply need to do is raise the prices and we'll make more money. Oh, people won't like that? People won't buy anymore? Too bad. You know, I really don't believe greed is behind it. I think they really do want the game to last longer. That's why they nerfed it so badly. So I really don't think greed is behind it. Stop playing when X and I split so they won't be used for a while. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, look at that. 2 Urban Mysticus. Awesome. I'm going to save the game again before another crash happens. It happened to me again. While I was grinding in my Violet game doing this, it happened again. It's a good thing I saved. Aha. Oh yeah, during GoFest, all the raid bosses had much higher catch rates. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to use my silver pineapple berries. I never used them. I think I may have used like 2 throughout the entire time I played Pokemon Go. And so I had like over 300 silver pineapple berries. This was the perfect opportunity to use them. And I did. Every single raid boss, I used a silver pineapple berry. More candies and even increase the chance of catching slightly. So perfect timing. I saved them for a moment just like this. I never knew was going to happen. Ooh, look at that sunrise in the back. Is Derpy gonna join another? I'll leave this up for a few minutes. If Derpy wants to join again. And because I wasn't using my golden raspberries, instead I was using my silver pineapple berries, I built up an absurd amount of golden raspberries. I started with like around 200 golden raz in my game. I now have like nearly 400. Don't know how much I have, but I have like a lot of storage space anyway. The storage space has never been a problem for me. Not really. Whenever I get enough Pokecoins, you're always down for 7-star Teras? Bet. It's like, whenever I have enough Pokecoins to upgrade something, I always upgrade Pokemon storage. Unless that's what you were talking about. I was referring to item storage. If we're talking about Pokemon storage, then oh yeah, I run out of space all the time. You have 6,300 item storage. Let me double check what I have. Okay, that Arcanine, while the Intimidate's nice, is gonna be the weakest link in our chain. I have 4,200 for my item storage. Oh my god, you have 6,550 Pokemon. Let me check mine. I have 6,950. That's how much Pokemon space I have. So I can hold 400 more Pokemon than you. But in terms of item, you can hold more than 2,000 more than me. You did knock off, right? I didn't pay attention. I was checking how much space I have. You could always max bolts out if necessary. I cannot, because I don't have the money nor the free Pokecoins. You just haven't? What a flex. You can if you want to, just don't. What a flex. You just get rid of what you don't need. That's what I do as well. Whenever I have too many potions, max potions and revives, I just get rid of them. Oh wow, you always say like 2k below your storage limit. Oh, I can't. I always try my best to keep it maxed out. More maxed out than I'm technically allowed to have. Because, you know, the limit is like... The limit ends in 0, right? Like 1,000 items or 1,050 items, the limit always ends in 0. I don't know, I've always been able to have 5 more than the limit. For some reason, I don't know if this is in everyone's game, some reason, whenever I have 2 items over the limit, I'm still able to spin a Pokestop, thus getting at least 3 more. And so I have 5 items over the limit. $8,300 Pokemon and 7,300 items. Is that the max limit in the whole game? You already know somebody like Fleece King is struggling with that 8,300 limit. Was it him? Was it Fleece King who mentioned that he's transferred shinies and hundos before just to save on space? Oh, you gotta salute the man for the sacrifice. And you know what? Speaking of which, I hope you guys don't mind if I move over to a little bit political. Did you guys see the news last night? What happened in the news last night? Someone tried to assassinate Donald Trump. Ain't that crazy? Nobody get mad at me for politics, okay? I, as a Canadian, cannot even vote, so it's like, you know, don't get mad at me for talking about politics. I really don't care about politics. I watch it just to laugh at the memes that come out of it. And whatever other crazy stuff that happens. Wow, that's a lot of Herba Mystica. When I played, I had trouble with Pokemon storage mainly. I can walk around and have like 100 and have like 100 Pokestops and probably 50 gyms around me. My day-to-day, I only have like the same 4 or 5 Pokestops around me. Don't you guys think it's crazy that, in a way, we technically watched history unfold? Like, I bet you that assassination attempt is going to go down in history. We are going to continue to talk about that and learn from that moving forward. Because it's a big deal. I think it is an absolute miracle that he survived, that Donald Trump survived, because it grazed his ear. That is very close. So he is extremely lucky. You know, my parents at first were thinking that this was a stunt. At first, my parents were thinking that he planned that Trump planned that assassination attempt as a stunt to get people behind his side. I'm just thinking, like, that's a pretty ballsy stunt to pull off. You know, having the trust that a sharpshooter would not kill you, but rather graze your ear. That is a pretty ballsy stunt to pull off. And obviously, it's not a stunt, right? You know, we obviously know there was one innocent casualty. The man named Corey. And also the shooter died. It's like, yeah, unless he somehow convinced a citizen to sacrifice his life, I think it's safe to say it's not a stunt, right? Like, obviously it wasn't a stunt. And you know what else? I never considered this because, you know, I'm not political. I just watch to laugh at the stuff that happens. Don't they have drones? I heard that point get brought up. Don't they have drones? Doesn't the Secret Service have drones to, like, survey the area to make sure there's no threat, there's no new threat popping up? And supposedly, too, bystanders reported that a suspicious-looking individual was, you know, present. Yet nobody took action. However, I think, like, my prediction-wise, I think it's safe to say that, you know, thanks to this stunt, I think Trump basically secured the presidency. I think he's going to win. I don't want anyone to get mad at me for saying that, okay? Any of you Biden supporters, I don't want to hear anyone be mad at me for that. Because, you know, once again, American politics don't even affect me. I can't even vote even if I wanted to. You know, I'm not trying to catch a bullet between my eyes for stating what I think, or rather who I think will win. You don't support either? All I know is Trump, when Trump was president, he gave the best memes ever. Oh, that's okay. And man, the internet is ruthless. The internet is soulless. After the supposed assassination attempt, man, the memes, I tell you. Something that is supposed to be such a serious event, man, the internet just makes memes out of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my fair share of memes. Hell, that's the only reason I even watch politics on the news, is just to see what memes can come out of what event. But, like, come on, internet. This isn't something to joke over. They're funny, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's just in poor taste. Trump tried to get natives to shut down their casino so he could have his flourish. Told them to go back to where they came from. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that. I'm only interested for the memes, and that's it. Well, I can't wait to see Mr. Beast run for president in 2048. Oh, what a spectacle that would be. If that was the case, they'd stay right there. Do you not have Leaf Storm maxed out? You mean in terms of PP? No. I mean, it's not really needed. If you can solo this Pikachu with just Superior, then 2 is more than enough. Even if Leaf Storm misses every now and then. Oh, don't mind me taking a little bit extra LP. Man, I swear to God, I wish this map could zoom out more, but no, when you zoom out anymore, it goes to this. What a stupid design. Superior is more squishy. Did you guys know Superior still has its arms? They're just very tiny behind its back. Oh, hello. Oh, it was just 3 potions. I have 8 PP on Leaf Storm. Nice. I don't really think it's needed. It's fine. I mean, you having 8 PP on your Leaf Storm is already a huge benefit. I'm not gonna do too many more. I'm not gonna stay on too late or too long, because frankly, we're just doing the same thing over and over. It's like it's almost not necessary to do this. So I'll do like a couple more and then I'll call it. You know, because I don't know how entertaining it is to watch the exact same thing over and over again. But then again, people do tune in to Shiny Hunt streams, so what do I know? Who am I to say? Pair it with Leafeon and Clodsire and Pikachu is easy. Well, it's not like this Pikachu's hard to begin with. Wow. Not even a chance, and that Arcanine went down. It's so super effective against Arcanine. It killed it before the move even had a chance to hit. Nah, but makes farming go faster. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you play online with randos, sure you can have 3 other players, but it's like, you never know with those random idiots. Sometimes they could just straight up sabotage. I mean, I don't really need to grind to begin with. I maxed out large EXP candies in my Violet game. I'm on the cusp of maxing out in this game. And I don't need the Herba Mysticas. They're nice to have, I just don't need them. Like, honestly, I'll never need them again. Because what I do is on my other Switch that has Herba Mystica, what I do is I just give myself a sandwich boost from that. So, I don't really ever need the Herba Mysticas in these games. I mean, they're still good to have, right? One day in the future, when the Nintendo Switch is a dead system, Nintendo Switch Online is no longer in service, when we can't connect online to play Pokemon anymore, well, the amount of Herba Mysticas I have in game is all I have. So at least it's nice to stock up for like a decade or two in the future. Well, last night I also rewatched X-Men First Class. I'm rewatching all the X-Men films in preparation for Deadpool and Wolverine coming out in like 2 weeks. I'm going in timeline order. I'll watch the new timeline after Days of Future Past. Alright, let's see. How many candies do I have now? Maxed out! I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more. The XL candies are nice at least for like the 3 I get. Person that directed Logan didn't want him to play in the new Deadpool. Wrong. We will always want him back as Wolverine. What the hell you mean we don't want... What the hell you mean you don't want him back? We never saw him in the yellow suit! Clearly that film, the Logan film, didn't give us that. Gonna save the game again, because I'm too paranoid. The game has frozen too many times after winning the raid that it's not worth risking not saving. What? Derpy, would you be interested when I do the other Tera raids coming up? There's the There's the Dragonite and the... What was it called again? Why am I blanking on the catfish one? Dondozo. That's it. I was thinking Whiscash. I'll be doing those when they become available. Isn't this just what the community, the Pokemon community is all about? Coming together, joining forces together to beat the hell out of Pikachus. You know, I should probably Giga Drain as to not die the next turn. Anyone else notice that not only is this person's superior shiny, but it's also a lot larger than mine? So his is a superior. Man, should I even bother terrestrializing now? I'm not gonna risk it. At this point, please land an Iron Tail on me. Knock me out so that I can come back full force. Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Why would I have expected anything else? Man. Also can't help but notice yours is half dead most of the time. Yep, I do not EV train my stuff. Frankly, because I don't know all of that business. All I do whenever these level 100 Tera raids pop up is I just level 100 these things. I slap on the moves that it needs to do and maybe the item as well, and bam, I call it a day. I don't know nothing about EV training. All this stuff about max special attack, use the rest on your speed or whatever. It's like, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know how to do that. Okay, no matter how much I want to die, it just won't kill me. So screw it, I'll just do this. It's vitamins, never use them before. Calcium, carbo, zinc, etc. I never used them before. Who else is curious how many of those I have in this game? Because I just never use them. And I never will. I mean, I've gotten this far without doing any of that. Primarily relying on the Pokemon Masters, who actually do all the carrying and help me win these raids. Yeah, I'm not competitive at all. Look at that, 5 calcium. I'm not competitive at all. I don't know anything about battling. I absolutely suck when it comes to Pokemon battles. I'm a shiny hunter, first and foremost. I don't care about stats, I don't care about natures, I don't care about none of that stuff. Alright, let's take a look. Now, where would they be? Would they be here? Nope. Aha! Well, that's how many I have in this game. Ooh, imagine how much I have in my other game. The fact that I play more in that game. 25, wait, no, 26 vitamins equals 252, which is the max. The shocked face Pikachu makes it so funny. It's like, what? I lost? Me, the mascot of Pokemon, lost? Impossible. You know, sometimes it seems like these Tera raid crystals have like a set place, but sometimes it seems like they don't. It's not like the max raid dens in Sword and Shield where they absolutely have a set place. Oh, pfft, going in the wrong direction. Alright, this might be the last one I do. So for example, HP and special attack, you need 26 of each vitamin. Makes it hit harder, and survive longer. Pause on that. Pause on the, it makes it harder. It's all just like so much work. So much work that I don't understand. Matter of fact, hold on. If you want to see exactly what I'm working with, there you go. Go nuts. Whatever all that stuff means. Whoops. Wasn't there another page? Hold on. Isn't there another page to it? Man, forget it. Your superior is max HP and max special attack. It's also shiny and bigger than mine, so it is indeed a superior to mine. Then again, this superior is nothing special. All I did was I just took it out of my living dex, I level 100 it, and I just slap on everything else it needed. And I just called it a day. You know, every Pokemon on screen right now, I got at least a version of them shiny going during Go Fest, except the most valuable one, which is Pikachu. I got the shiny costume Umbreon, I got a shiny Sneasel, I got a shiny Snivy. I did not get the crown shiny Pikachu. God damn it. At least it's not like back in the day when you actually had to train your Mon instead of giving it vitamins. It's not like back in the day where you just give it like 90 to 100 EXP candies to make it level 100 either. Man, I hope this, you know, heals me up a decent amount. Back in the day, we only had rare candies, but made it weaker if you use them. You know, back in the day, the EXP share also didn't work the same either. Nowadays, you don't even need to swap out your Pokemon. Nowadays, you could just run into a very high-level wild Pokemon, level like 80 or something. Throw out your level 1, swap it out, knock out the high level. You don't even have to do that anymore because of the EXP share. You know, I went back and played the older games. I forgot what a hassle it was. The way the EXP share worked back in the day. You know, of course the EXP sharing EXP to the entire team is nice and all. I still wish for the option to turn it off. You know, because like, if I'm breeding and hatching eggs, I have a whole team of level 1, and I accidentally battle and defeat a wild Pokemon, well now I gotta sit through like 5 level up screens. So you know, turning off the EXP when say I'm hatching eggs, pause, would be nice. They're making it easier for kids basically. Well, they're making it easier for everyone. Look at that. 10 calciums I will never use. I'm probably maxed out on water Tera shards, actually. Actually, I have no idea. I know I was for, I think, dragon shards in my Violet game when I grinded for Palkia. Nope. We still have a good amount of space. It's fine by me. Alright, I think that's enough for today. It's crazy to think that in this entire box of starters, and for some reason a Dialga and a Walking Wake, aside from that, this entire box of starters is randomly going to have a Dondozo and a Dragonite. Well, I guess there's also the Iron Bundle as well. Alright, that's going to be enough for today. I'm going to call it quits here. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye now.